Guys, it's getting hot out. Gotta get busy. And hopefully you guys can hear me over the stuff here. This is what it looks like. It was about 100 and something on here in here while I was painting this, so it was pretty brutal going up and down the ladder. I'd say it looks pretty smooth. Not really much for orange peel in it. I don't want to buff up here, so I'm gonna probably, there's like two little spots where I get a little heavy, where I put a little run in it, you know, just, and a couple little pieces of dirt. Maybe I'll just buff this very edge, like right here, a little bit of dirt. I don't even know if I'll do that. That looks pretty good. I had one heavy run right here, and what I did is I took tape and then pulled it back off, and then I saw it going on, so I actually ran out of material right here. So I ran out of material, I had to remix it, and when I came back I kind of forgot where I was, and I think I ran out like right here, and then I double overlapped on this, so it started to run right here. So what I did is I actually, you can almost barely see it now. What I did is I came back, I put some tape on it and pulled it back off a little bit, and then kind of smoothed it out a little bit. And then I just went over and resprayed the clear on, and then took Universal Clear blender and just kind of blended out a little bit, and kind of made it almost go away. It's just barely there, hardly even see it. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But I'm getting ready to unmask this thing, take all this stuff off here while it's still hot. It's about 120 or so in here right now, really hot. So it's about 100 and something outside, but the UV rays come through here and then they only go one direction. So, but it does work pretty good. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's a lot better than painting, you know. It's pretty well controlled. So anyway, talk to you in the next portion. So right, so you guys think, is there any dry spots up here? Not really. I don't even, there's a little wave there on the top. It's so, when you go to sand, even this, it just, these things are so, the tops of these roofs, they're just trying to get one of these things super straight. It's just, to me, it's just a whole bunch of time and no real benefit, because really all you can see is what you can see when you're standing up. So I only try and work on this area, and then I kind of do some filling on the top and stuff like that, some straightening of course, but I don't get the top of the roof. So it's got a little wave in it here and there, but things you can't really see. I did notice inside the garage I saw a little dry spot right here, but what it is there's a little heavy spot right here, and I was trying to get that to flow in, and I used a little bit of that blending universal blender, and I sprayed a little more clear underneath it to kind of help it flow down. A lot of that stuff you can do with Tamco. Tamco's clear, and you know what I use, and I would highly recommend, if you're going to use Tamco clear, definitely get some of the, at least some of the really slow hardener, because that helps it flow out a lot, and it really flows for a long time. It just, you'll just watch it, you come back, if you get a little run, sometimes you put a little, you paint underneath it, it'll just keep just flowing out until it's almost gone. So it's kind of cool. And I usually get some, and if say if you need something faster, all you do is you take this really slow hardener, and then you add accelerator to it, and it turns it into fast. So you don't really need the faster hardener, or even the medium. You can get all slow with them, and then just add a little bit of that accelerator to it, and that'll help it flow out a little bit. Yeah, okay. I know it's this very edge a little bit. There was no rust here or anything, but there was a little bit of roughness down in there, so it was all cleaned out and no rust. So it was actually, this drip rail was in probably the best shape I've ever seen on any bus. So anyway, getting ready to get busy on the bottom. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this into one video here, the roof. I still need to do hand sanding here on the front. Shut the garage door. I'm going to let this cool off in here, and I'll do that by hand. I can do that with the air conditioning on a little bit later tonight. And then I'll get all this all done here, and then I'll get it all ready. Then I'll mask off the roof. I mask it behind right here, so that what happens on the drip rail, I spray it once this way, and then I do it again the other way, so that I get 2 coats extra paint on that drip rail, because that's always a troubled area. So I kind of like to have more paint on those. It never hurts to have too much, right? And the other thing I'll do sometimes is I'll take clear and down in the groove in here with a lettering brush, and I'll just brush it into that little, instead of trying to use a seam sealer down in there, because it's kind of hard to get a really even seam sealer in there. I'll take clear, and I'll just take a lettering brush and kind of flow it into the crack there, so you can help that last a little bit longer. They never seam seal it to begin with. So anyway, it does have clear on here, even though I missed this spot right here, stuff like that. It does have a little bit of material on there now. So when I go to mask it off, I'll mask it on this side, and I'll spray that thing again, and it gets a little more on there. So anyway, that's the way I do it. You know, I don't know how somebody could possibly paint the roof and the walls, the sides at the same time on one of these things, unless they're just young. And when I was in my 20s, I might do it. I remember doing my bus years ago. I did the roof and the sides, and I back years ago I got it with no orange peel. I laid it all down. You know, that was when I was painting every day. So, but you know, that was with different material too. No, this stuff I got, you know, a sealer coat, then 2 coats of sealer, 2 coats of base coat, and then 2 coats of clear. So 6 times. It's just so much to do. If I was using maybe a single stage, maybe it would be easier. I could do the whole section, come all the way down, but that's the way I do it. I just do it that way because it's just a lot easier. It's a lot more work to set up everything and do it twice, but it's, you know, to me it's just a lot easier, especially now I'm going to do the whole side all the way down. So should be able to come out pretty good. And I'll tell you, the Techno Pro Light, I use that, you know, just in comparison with the, if you're watching the Spectrum videos where I'm using Spectrum on the smaller parts, I don't think I could have not, there's no way I could have gotten this to look good with the Spectrum gun. And because one reason, it was really, really hot out there. It was like over 100 degrees. So, and I was using slow reducer, and that thing just doesn't put out enough material, even with the 1.3, even with 4 turns out probably, and at 28 pounds, there's no way it would, I would have had a lot of orange peel in it, and I probably had some dry spots as well. So the Techno Pro Light just puts out a lot more material. I could use it at a full 29 pounds, and that made a big difference out there. It really is easy to spray with, you know, and get almost no orange peel in something with that gun. Full pressure. But you can't really do that like inside a garage. Like if you're painting inside here, you'd have so much of a cloud you wouldn't be able to see. So, but in the booth, it's a lot better ventilation. So you can run it full pressure, and man, it makes a big difference. So anyway, talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll watch the bottom half of this thing, and it should look really nice. This thing's going to look really amazing. Really pretty straight too. I mean, I didn't even really try. I did a little bit more maybe than I usually do, because I want you guys to see that that it can be done, you know. And people will say, oh well, that, you know, it comes out like crap. Oh, there's no way. No, if I did, you know, another week or two on the prep, it would even be nicer. I could really get it cherry, even with the body work the way and the metal work the way I did it. So, but I just, you know, I just kind of want to get people, I don't want people to be thinking, you know, that it's not going to come out nice, because it can. So anyway, I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.